Take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm Kailaria.
And I am Lilac Olligoci.
And we're going to be racing Monolith. We've got on our couch.
Hi, I'm PaperLaur.
Hi, I'm Catlover.
And so this is a roguelike, a twin-stick shooter. Kind of similar to Binding of Isaac, if you're familiar with that game, but with none of the gross-out humor involved with that. We're just a little ship, and we've got undead and mages and weird creatures to destroy on the way to floor 5. For the most part, we'll be leaving commentary up to Cat and PaperLaur. But yeah, since this is a race, we are entering the same seed to make sure that the random number generation is on decent priority. We've also done a couple of things based off of our recent racing league.
Yeah, Monorail 4 settings.
Yep, which has a couple of, you can enable and disable a good majority of the options in here, including what weapons you wish to have, but we're going to have all the weapons enabled, a couple of other things disabled, and a couple of keywords disabled. But otherwise, yeah, gonna go ahead and say hi to my little cat ghost, and otherwise we're good, so go ahead and count us down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. And there they go. Both of these racers are extremely experienced in Monorail, which is the racing community for Monolith. Monolith did come out in 2017 under a 4-person dev team. It is still getting updates, albeit on a slower time frame. So I would recommend checking it out. Kailaria first to get a weapon, and specifically a laser. Does exactly what you think it does, but Lilac getting an upgrade first. Getting some extra damage for their pea shooter, which is the basic gun.
That's kind of the beauty of something like a roguelike. The difference in which way people started. Kailaria, I believe, went up, whereas Lilac immediately went right, and just by that alone, what they have found differently is vastly different. Kailaria's found a keyword. Ooh, homie.
Gone through a couple weapons, actually. Did she not pick up the laser, or?
She picked up the laser, I think, but she swapped over to a drill somewhere along the line? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, both taking the same upgrade. Oh! Trespasser. Okay, so what what they're both doing is a bonus room. Those are called breach rooms, and when you break the seal in them, it either spawns a couple more rooms 90% of the time, or does this, which is Trespasser, a boss fight that Lilac has become very associated with specifically. And they are being a little bit faster at it. But yes, this is one of the several bonus bosses, and the only one that you can refight.
It and Microcore are the only two that have special sort of fight conditions where it's sort of on rails, if I recall, in both fights. I know from Microcore, the damage you do increases the rewards, but it doesn't decrease the time it takes to fight. And Trespasser kind of takes a little faster for the damage you do, but it mostly increases the reward you gain.
Kailaria takes Braveheart, which has a chance of spawning a heart pickup when she gets hit. Lilac finishing up Guardian. Each floor has one of 4 bosses chosen randomly. And this is going to floor 5? Floor 5.
Correct.
So So Lilac is already on to their second upgrade. Well, they picked the same thing,
Artifact.
so their upgrades will be the same. I don't know if I would have picked Artifact.
I wasn't looking to see what was going on. I think Kailaria's did a little bit better on Guardian, mainly because the homing means that it's easier to get multiple drills to hit the boss at the same time.
So what Artifact does is it gives you a selection of weapons with multiple keywords. That's how the weapons in this game work. You get a base weapon type and then keywords on top of it, like homing, phasing, backblast, pulse waves, various stuff.
Kailaria's gone with Salvage, which, if they do ever choose to change this weapon, which I don't think they will, it's a homing triple pulse waves drill. That's pretty dang good. But if they were to, for some reason, change their weapon, they would get a extra HP recovery and more scrap return.
And Kailaria just got a chicken, which is 3 health or 2 health.
2 health.
Yeah, I know this game.
Wall chicken.
Wall chicken. Lilac has already completed the requisite mini-boss and is moving on to Presence, which is one of the vanilla bosses for floor 2. That is not added in Relics of the Past. Some features that you see here are only in Relics of the Past, but it massively changes the game, and I would argue it's extremely worth it.
Kailaria is not that far behind. They're just making it onto Presence itself and ripping through it with that drill.
Now, our racers are screen-watching each other. They are permitted to, so when one finds something, the other might find it in short order afterwards. Lilac already found a mini-boss, while Kailaria found a weapon trove.
Found the
Not taken
shot.
yet. And now this is floor 3, so 2 mini-bosses are required to open the boss room. And Kailaria not able to seemingly decide whether to take the... Oh! And good thing she didn't. Now, these... Oh,
I think half of those were charges based on the image, but I don't know the images enough to base it simply off of that. I don't have enough of that mechanical sense to look at just the picture.
yeah, you technically can do that, but we're also watching multiple people at once. And Lilac with an upgrade, Focus, extending invulnerability between hits.
Focus is good for if you want to be risky and going quick, because you don't have to worry as much about rapidly taking damage.
Kailaria also takes Focus.
Armor attack on the boss from Lilac.
Oh, both of them, presumably.
Well, it will be both of them, but for now,
Kailaria
they're
is
currently
one
there.
mini-boss behind. Ah, yes, armor attack. The fight's totally done, and you can move on to the next floor, right? Nope.
Psych. He's back with no legs. You broke them.
And now Lilac is actually moving on to floor 4. After every boss, Lilac, both our racers get a choice between health and damage, and in Lilac's case, got an extra option there that I'm not gonna go into, but
What, you're not going to talk
it's
about
basically
temple?
a side path. It's a side path, basically. And we should have time for a donation or two.
Absolutely, I've got you covered. So we have a $50 donation from Squiga, who says, an exciting race from 2 awesome racers in the Monolith community. Good luck to the both of you. And I also just want to point out that we are almost $500 away from $50,000. So let's get that hype rolling in, hey?
Thank you very much. And to everybody donating, and also to Squiga. Squiga is a prominent member of the community.
Kailaria is
Actually,
picking up fortune. from the upgrade.
Lilac also picked up Fortune, which makes it more likely for items to drop at the end of the
More
room?
likely for items to drop, and there's a couple extra ones that get thrown into the pool. I believe max HPs up are much more prominent. You can get a chance for a 5% or 10% permanent damage up that is not attached to your weapon and just increases the base stat, and a plus 20% max ammo.
Kailaria finding a mini boss. I do not believe that is the last one.
No, it is not. There is one left somewhere on this map.
Oh, but Lilac moving on to Ordinator.
This race has always been, like, so far, very close. Lilac's always had a little bit of a lead, but Kailaria tends to catch up fairly quickly depending on how the mapping and layout fares.
Lilac stopping by to get some health and bombs before moving on to floor 5, the final floor of this run, though not of the game.
There's 2 floors after this, depending on how you're doing things, though we're not going to see either of them here. Sanctum, floor 5, is, for those who play Isaac, kind of similar to that of Depths 2. It's the last floor of your first run.
And then you have to do some other stuff to,
A few extra things, and then floor 6 becomes permanently unlocked to you from there on forwards, though you can always choose to end at Sanctum. And
Lilac's last upgrade is extra POW, which is an extra regenerating bomb on the top left. Bombs are Gungeon blanks, essentially. They remove all bullets from the screen, and they regenerate up to 2.
I've always kind of seen them as a mix of both the Gungeon blanks and also the Isaac bombs, just because of the nature of you can use them anywhere in the room, and it sets off the secret room.
Also, I believe Lilac took the Blessing of Sight from the Shrine Room, which causes enemy bullets to suffer unfortunate accidents. With 1 in 8 chance, bullets from enemies will not fire.
This Thunderhead has been really solid. Phasing on it is pretty good. It's kept good pace with Kailaria's drills.
We might have time for a donation here.
Awesome. I have another $200 from Squega, who says, "Trespasser, let's go."
He knew that today was a big day.
He did, and he decided to grace us with our presence, and which was only a 10% chance. Ooh, Kailaria getting a 10% damage up.
Lilac picked it up as well. Both of them got the double popsicle sticks.
Damage.
Always gotta go for the damage.
And I believe they both have 1 mini boss remaining, I believe.
It's always idle. It's always idle.
It's always
Way
idle.
off in the middle of nowhere in Timbuktu.
And Lilac is changing up weapons for a revolver.
A finale bounce revolver. Actually, finale is not that bad.
And they're both going to go on to Overlord at pretty much the same time.
It'll really come down to just who can blow through Overlord the fastest. I think they have the same amount of damage base. It just comes down to their weapons at this point.
Lilac also having more health.
Kailaria's going a bit faster, though, so that may not matter.
Second phase at almost the same time. The second phase arguably the hardest one of the 3. Yeah, Kailaria is just shredding with these drills.
Homing triple drills are something. That pulse waves as well definitely helps, because if I recall how they function properly, they keep creating pulsars.
And
And that's Kailaria. Words.
That is Kailaria's win today, but very close. As you can see, 12 minutes, 48 seconds real time, and you get your score and a grade based on these various categories. And
GG.
Lilac, only
GG's, man.
20 seconds behind.
It's definitely a decision-based one. I made the mistake of picking up Artifact, and Kailaria had the superior weapon in the long run. Triple homing, or was it triple homing pulse waves?
Triple homing pulse waves and then drag.
Okay, yeah, that's a fantastic gun to have. I had a decent gun, but nowhere near as good enough. And you can tell by the time.
I was constantly hovering low on ammo, though.
Same.
If either of you had run out of ammo, the other one probably would have won. That was very close.
Absolutely.
That's why I switched my weapon, because I knew that gun wasn't going to make it through Overlord. Whether or not that was a mistake, we'll see. But that was a great match. Trespasser, yeah. I'm gonna donate $50 for that.
Good.
Eldritch is fun.
Gotta donate for the man.
Well, yeah, Monolith, After the End / Relics of the Past is a roguelike of fast shooting and fast decisions. It's on Steam. It's maybe $15 for both the game and the DLC. And some very good people made it. So thank you guys for watching today. Thank you too for racing. Lilac, what?
Oh, you know.
Lilac just ran off to fight a super boss, but
as
we're not talking about him.
It's not unusual.
Anyway, I would like to do some shout-outs. Shout-outs to Squega, of course. And then shout-outs to Bullet Nick, one of our other Monorail staff members. And shout-outs to Pure Question, Alex Middle, Flan, and Arc of Dream, who made this game. Thank you so much for making it.
Yep. For me, I'm going to go ahead and shout out the Necrodancer community. They're the ones who got me into doing a lot more streaming myself, even racing, and that's why I actually even raced this game. And the main crossover for that is Squega. And you already shouted out pretty much everybody else that needed to be shouted out for Monolith at least.
I'd say so. And again, thanks everybody for watching and allowing us to do this run for you. Well, not us, but them. I'll take the credit. And yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much to the both of you for such an incredible race. Everyone, let's give it up once again for Kailaria and Lilac on an incredible Monolith race. I definitely enjoyed it. I hope y'all did too. All right. Once again, what an incredible race that we just had from those two. Let's give another round of applause, hey? All right. Just checking in on our donation total. Everyone, have you seen this? We are sitting at $49,500 $505, which means that we have less than $500 to hit 50,000 raised for Malala Fund already. On Wednesday, I'd call that a win. Can we hit it? I don't know. Let's see. How fast can we hit it? We're speedrunners here, everyone. Come on, let's go. Checking in on our incentives, we are making some incredible headway. We already have $145 out of the $1,000 we need for the unsighted boss rush mode. That's more than 1/10 of the way to get there. So let's continue to push for that so we can see an awesome boss rush. We've also raised $225 out of the $1,000 that we need for Lifeslide. I am not good at math, but that's almost a quarter, I think. So that is for the Lifeslide challenge level. So make sure to keep selecting the incentive that you would like for your donations to go towards so that we can hit all of these incentives and more. We have $5 from Levi Catman, who says, "Love what you all do, and I love speedruns. Good luck to all the runners." All right, everyone, we are going to be taking a short break, so hold tight. We'll catch you right after this. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your little break. We have a quick video from Malala Fund. Let's check it out.
Nigeria is a big country, quite diverse in terms of cultural differences, but when it comes to the number of children out of school, it is on top. And when I went to Nigeria, for the first time, I spoke about the girls who were abducted by Boko Haram. Like, everybody's just so desperate for this positive change of education for girls there, because girls feel that this is the only way through which they can have a future in which they can feel safe.
My name is Munira Erima. I work with Borno Women Development Initiative as the education manager. Girls across Nigeria face a lot of barriers with regards to education. So most of the girls who live in the locations where Boko Haram have taken over don't have access to school.
My name is Abubakar Askira. I am the Director of Programs and Administration in Hallmark Leadership Initiative. students cannot access the school because of distance from their communities to the schools, especially the girls. The boys are less vulnerable because they are not the target, but for the girls, parents are afraid of being abducted and harassed while going to school.
And also there are cultures and traditions in Nigeria that do not allow girls or give opportunities for girls to go to school. And some traditions sees girls' education as a waste of resources and waste of time. I'm a Malala Fund champion. I'm a local activist who tries to provide access for girls' education as well as to bring reforms with regards to free, safe and quality education. In Nigeria, we have 7 champions. The Nigerian chapter meets in person, or we have meetings online to discuss our activities with regards to the objective of the chapter. Women Development Initiative is partnering with Malala Fund in Nigeria to implement a project on the mobilization of girls back to school with the use of the approach of peer-to-peer education in order to have girls, both in school as well as out of school girls, to come together to discuss education issues and also to share knowledge and experiences with regards to challenges they face during the conduct of their learning.
We have reached out to about 500 out-of-school girls. We give opportunity to children to finish the schools and get the sense of responsibility to take care of themselves after secondary school.
We are seeing that the girls are now comfortable to be able to speak out with regards to what is their challenges to education.
Malala Fund encouraged me so that I can study and achieve what I want to be.
My hopes for the future is to see every Nigerian girl to be in school and to be able to achieve what she wants to achieve and to be able to become what she wants to become in the future. That is my hope.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're all having an amazing time here at Flame Fatales. Just pointing out that we are at $49,610. We are so close to 50K, but 50K is not where it stops. I don't know if you've been checking out some other incentives, but we have a huge milestone for tonight. If we hit $60,000 by the time Mario Kart 8 Deluxe run comes around, we have a bonus game. So the bonus game is still Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but you also get the DLC waves 1 and 2, 200cc, no items. So if you like Mario Kart, if you like DLC, if you like Mario Kart DLC, definitely push for that 60K. We can hit it, everybody. All right, we are all ready for our next run. We have Sonic 2 Absolute Tails Beat the Game featuring Flying Fox. Take it away.